Chi and welcome to my channel. I'm excited to share my journey of turning a simple passion for ceramics into a full-fledged business. Or if you're just interested in the behind the scenes of starting a business, you're in the right place. Stick around as I dive into the highs, lows, and everything in between of this adventure. Let's get started. January 2024, I bought 12 kilograms of clay, but it just sat untouched for a month because I was hesitant and scared. I just kept wondering what I was going to do with it and questioned if this was just another hobby that wouldn't last. So my fears and doubts were holding me back, making it difficult to take that first step. But the following month, I decided to invite my friends over for a clay session right here in my room that eventually sparked my decision to start this business. I hadn't planned on starting a business. It wasn't my initial goal. I just wanted to try something new and have fun. Even though I dabbled in ceramics a few years ago, I ended up enjoying the session so much that I told my friends I wanted to start a business. It felt like I had found my true calling. Working with clay brought me a sense of peace I hadn't experienced since I last painted, and I had been searching for that feeling, and this session with my friends was truly special and something I keep coming back for inspiration. Even while working part-time as a waitress, a job that I passionately disliked, I continued with making ceramics because this was the only way I could feel at peace. A month has passed and I'm still at it. Out of all the hobbies I've tried before, this is the one that has truly stuck with me. For the entire month, I dedicated most of my time to making ceramics and creating cute items. I spent about 300 euros in total. While this amount was expected, my spending was impulsive, especially on glazes, which are the most expensive items. Other supplies were cheaper, but I have a hard time tracking exactly what I bought and where the money went. I just know it was all for my business. In the month of April, I decided to take a trip to the Philippines. Before finalizing my plans, I mentioned it to my brother, who asked why. What are you going to do there? There's nothing to do there, he said. At the time, I was struggling at work and dealing with issues with my colleagues, which made me feel like I needed a break from everything. I was also conflicted, wondering if I should use the time to focus on my business instead of taking vacation. Despite these doubts and concerns about possibly just running away from my responsibilities, I went on the trip. It turned out to be exactly the break I needed. It was also an eye-opening experience. My last visit to the Philippines was in 2018 and I was 19, and now at 25, everything felt different. I was able to see and experience things from a perspective. It inspired me to work harder on my business. I want to build a life where I can travel the world without worrying about vacation approvals and have the freedom to take time off whenever I need it. I came back really inspired and motivated. Everything was just really positive, enjoying a slower pace of life, and traveling made me realize I just don't want to go back to working. I was like, I've had too much fun, I'm not ready to work yet. Let me extend my vacation, though I'm willing to work on my business. And so I started posting consistently on TikTok for 3 weeks. I also created an Instagram account, but I felt more comfortable on TikTok because it doesn't demand perfection. Unlike Instagram, where everything has to be aesthetically pleasing, TikTok allows me to be more fun and messy. As a perfectionist, I struggle with Instagram's pressure to post perfect images, which often leads to me not posting at all. 31st of May, I launched my business and received my first order within just 30 minutes of going live. In the first 3 days after launching, I received a total of 3 orders. I felt like I didn't do enough to build hype around my business. Not knowing how to generate excitement was a factor in not selling all my mugs. Additionally, some of the mugs turned out to be faulty and weren't even functional for drinking. Nonetheless, it was still an achievement and I'm proud of finally getting started. It's a big step toward creating the life I envision, one where I have the freedom to travel and work on my dreams. This experience has shown me that I can make my dreams a reality, and it motivates me to keep pushing forward. Those 3 orders brought in 65 euros in revenue. It wasn't bad at all. In fact, it's quite good for a small business, especially considering some don't make any sales in the first few months. It's a solid start and I love it. This month was incredibly exciting for me. I saw a fourfold increase in my sales compared to my first month, and I'm only in the second month of running my business. I also dropped my second collection. Honestly, I was pretty disorganized about it. I felt like I was just making and releasing things without a clear plan. I didn't put enough effort into promoting my products, but there was one video that unexpectedly blew up and helped drive sales. I'm taking a break this month. I've been on and off with TikTok because I'm feeling burnout. With too many files to edit, too many tasks piling up, I realized I needed to step back and figure out what's truly important to me. I decided to let go of things that aren't really helping me. I decided to let go of the marketing role I've been doing for 2 months because, despite being in training, I hadn't been paid and never received a contract. I didn't feel secure in the role, so I had to choose between my part-time server job, which provided steady pay and a contract, or sticking with the uncertain marketing role. In the end, I did get paid. I ultimately left my researching job too. It feels like I'm stuck in this never-ending cycle, and no matter how hard I try to keep it together, I'm exhausted and feeling hopeless. So I'm taking a step back to analyze everything, figuring out where my business stands and where I need to go. This is the most important thing for me, but I feel like I'm neglecting it because I've been giving myself too much fun and vacation time. I think it's because I'm also overwhelmed by my tasks, which leads to procrastination, and I get stuck not knowing where to start and end up wasting time doing nothing. But I will get there too. I will, and I need you. I've had countless breakdowns because of my personal life, to the point where I just wanted to give up and just stay the same person. I was convinced that there's no way out and I'm trapped in this miserable server job that's just not for me. Yes, it pays the bills, but I feel utterly drained every time I clock in. No matter how hard I try to stay positive and embrace the good vibes, I just can't bring myself to enjoy it. No matter how many hours I do, 30 hours, 20 hours, 10 hours, I simply can't force myself to love this job. This job is one of the things I need to let go of, but right now, I can't until I'm stable enough with my business. I've learned to let go of things that no longer serve me. When things start to feel overwhelming, I know I need to step back and reassess what's truly important for me. This brand is my only hope, something I've been searching for all along. I've always wanted to work for myself, and I'm so happy I started this business. I see its potential and I know I can grow it into something bigger. This is a significant achievement for me, and I'm incredibly proud. I'll forever be grateful to the close ones who have supported me on this journey. This brand has given me hope, a hope that I can finally escape the job I dislike and build a future I'm excited about. I'm grateful for the journey of self-discovery it has led me on, and I'm thankful that I'm starting to truly see myself.